Hello, hello, hello. This is Fancy at the Playola channel. I'm here bringing you some more golf. Today I'm going to be playing some more Kid versus, guess what? Mario. We're going to try to achieve the goal of the prophecy of the destiny of, let's use that word, the destiny of Kid beating Mario from the Game Boy Color game again. We're gonna see how far we can get this time. I have a couple ideas I could do for videos, but right now I really am stuck on beating this character, and I would like to get through it. Alright, Mario shoots. Last time, if you were following me, I played Charlie against him and frustratingly lost, and before that I gave it away with Kid. So I feel like if I just apply myself a little bit further, I'll be able to finish this up, move on to the next obstacle on my way to become a better golfer. Well, Mario golfer exclusively. That was a really good shot by Mario. He usually does really well on this board, so that's not that surprising. Alright. And not as close, but 45. Jeez. This is one of my weaker boards. Looks like he'll take the first hole, which isn't that surprising since he's good at it and I'm bad at it. Wow, I'm still the furthest away. That's surprising. Alright, Mario takes the first hole. Mario's blue eyes there. It's an interesting thing. Kid and him both have blue eyes. Huh. Alright, that's an okay shot. Not too good, but not too bad. It's 18 miles an hour. And that should be good. I don't know why it pulled me that far back. Tried to get on the green there, didn't happen. Still Mario's turn, surprise. Take that hole. Alright, and I'm behind one now. We're on a par 5. Both of us should be able to get eagles fairly easy. Alright, Mario's shot. And he almost goes in the rough there. It looks like he bounced out of the rough somehow. His shot's kind of goofy. Not sure what he's trying to anticipate here by pulling up again. I think what his style really is he shoots further ahead and then pulls up to get the wind to kick the ball back. That should be good. We're going to see. As long as the wind didn't pull me back too far, I should be able to make it. And that's a good shot. I'm actually on green. I'm only 21 feet away. He almost makes that. Fairly close. And that should be in. And I take the second hole. So now we've got kind of a really nice game going on. Tiger Woods breaks his arm again. And we've both taken the first 2 holes after each other. So he took the first 2, I took 3 and 4, and now we're even. That wind carried me a lot over. See what he does. He's thinking just himself, and he's shooting lower so the wind won't affect him as much. I'm not sure how this shot's going to pan out. He ends up in semi-rough like usual. Mario seems to love his semi-rough. That's a good shot. He's right on the hole. That looks really good. Yep. I'm a little further away than I want to be. Pressure's definitely on me to make this shot. And it's raining. I'm unsure at this point if I should do a full meter, all 30 feet of the meter, and putt it and hope that it's going to make it, or I should go mid. So I'm probably going to go mid and put a little more oomph on it and see what happens. And that seems to be the right decision. Mario goes in here. Easy putt, easy execution, I'm sure. There we go. And we're even. And 7 medals to go. It should be fine. Hopefully it doesn't drag my ball too far left. Overall, I think it should be fine, though. Wow, I actually went really far forward for some reason. I don't understand that. I actually cut under the under my shot, just like he did right there. But he actually shot up so the wind would pull it even less. I feel like we're both going to end up on really shitty spots. Oh, no. He actually, somehow, that worked. I don't know. Somehow that's too hard. I guess the slope downward really affected the ball. His putt's not the easiest, but if he powers through it, it should go in. And he powers through and it goes in. And he takes the lead. I needed that first dot, but I messed it up. We'll see where I end up. Hopefully not in bunker. And I'm going to end up green. I'm going to probably be 30 plus. 25. I can make that. The putt also looks like it's already on a slope. He's going to replicate practically what I just did. And he's a little further off, giving me a shot at winning this hole. That's actually a really decent setup for an approach, so he might make it here. Nope. Alright. And now I have a really wonky putt. So what happened there was it curved through the first part of the putt, but the second part of the putt didn't adjust itself. I guess it doesn't matter. Mario screwed up his easy ass putt. So I win this hole anyway, even without me messing up my first putt, my hard first putt, and we're even again. Jeez, you can shoot far. I can shoot 298 with power, almost 300. It's really great. Mario's just pacing himself. And there we go. We get a fireball. Let's see where he ends up. He's putting on the pressure on me. He's kind of further away. If I can get within 30 feet, I'll most likely win this hole. So we're going to try and do just that. And I'm on fairway, but I'm only 7.9. Yeah, I can make this. And that's it. I got my eagle, and now I have the pressure set on Mario for winning this next hole and breaking a bigger lead. His putt's fairly easy, though. So we'll see if he makes it. Fucking bitch. And he makes it. Hopefully I don't do something goofy because I messed up one of my dots. Oh, of course I do. Of course I do. I believe that's where the control and the control of the character comes in. That's the best way to put it. There's another stat called wide and narrow, but so my control means that I have to hit perfect every time, basically. Otherwise, the ball might waver one way or another and do something goofy like it just did. So see, with Charlie, I can actually kind of finagle a bit in between those areas where I don't have to hit both dots all the time, or I can kind of half it, do one half, or not even both of them, and it'll waver just enough where I get what I'm looking for as a result. But right there, I missed both of the dots, and I ended up getting screwed over. I think he's actually further away than me, too. Yeah. His putt is incredibly easy, though. And he still misses it somehow. My putt's a little more difficult, but I think I got it. And I do. And I win this hole. Alright, this is a hole you can shoot straight to the pin on. Alright, and as long as the wind doesn't pull me down far enough to hit a tree, I should be more than fine here. And for some reason or another, I ended up on the very right-hand side of that shot. I have no idea what happened. He's doing the exact same thing I just did, but he's even letting the wind pull him even further right. And somehow he ends up ahead of me. I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck that was about. That was a good approach. I feel like I could have made it if I'd have gotten the second dot. His putt is incredibly easy. He's probably going to take this hole with an eagle. Nope, he misses it. So now we're going to end up with a tie. feel like a little aggravated that he actually gave me that. I know it's not out of pity because it's a computer and he doesn't know what he's doing, but I could have won that hole if I'd have gotten my shot as accurately as he got his. So 4 till I win. And it's very important to get both of the dots almost every time with this character, I'm starting to realize, because the character himself does not have good control. His control is slightly poor. It's poor. So if you mess up a little bit of your accuracy on each point, like Mario just did on this first point, you'll end up somewhere you're not meaning to. And then you'll have to make up for it like I did last hole. So it might be even more valuable now, I'm starting to realize, to end up over the hole a little bit further ahead of the hole than to try and gauge myself back by messing up one of my points, my blinking points. And he's doing a completely different thing than what I just did, but he is much closer. And he ends up really close. I'm putting the pressure on me for sure to make this putt, but it's an easy putt, so I shouldn't have any problems. That was kind of weird. The slope looked like it was to the right, but it went left. Maybe I overestimated. So we tie there. And we have 4 medals still, and if we tie again, we'll go to 5. Alright, so we got 17 miles an hour going with us. And that's going to pull us a hell of a lot distance forward. And I always cut under the ball when I shoot the ball with wind going forward. And that's a habit I have with Charlie, and I use it with Kid as well, to get as much distance in the ball as possible to allow myself to have more accuracy on my second shot going towards the pin. And he's doing something similar without the power, without risking his power. I play a little more ballsy, you'll see, than he gets fairways somehow. But he has a tree in his way, which is very problematic. And I'm going to say, unless he can get over this, I'm going to win the hole. His position's really hurting him. And I'm going to say I've probably already won the hole just because I have to get on the green here, and that'll be that. And if the ball pulls me a lot to the right, we might end up tying. But I'm going to try to get within 30. I'm a little bit over 30, but the putt looks easy. And he goes for the long putt here, and we'll see what happens with that. I think he just got close enough to finish. And now I get a chance to win the hole. That should be it. It might be a little too powerful. Yep, I knew it. I actually hit 1 dot too many. I needed to be 1 less than that, and that's what I was aiming for, but it gave me what I didn't want when I pressed. And you press the A button twice trying to do something. Well, I pressed the A button and I screwed it up a little bit. Oh my gosh. And I just did it again, and that's really frustrating because I was actually trying to talk about the A button while I was pressing it, and for some reason that fucked me up. So I just gave away the hole for no fucking reason. So that should have been 2 holes in a row I should have won, and I missed them literally by a hair. Because that's how accurate this game has to be. Now, he messed up here. He's 45 away. The putt looks like it might be a little difficult. I should be able to do something with this now. Trying to decide where I should shoot this. Maybe if I... That might give me enough oomph to do what I want to do. The wind's going to affect me. And then I'm going to have the power to push me forward. For some reason, I didn't go anywhere near where I was supposed to go. Alright, now I'm closer, and Mario just has to respond with the same thing. He can make it here and win, but the putt's a little aggravating. It is downslope, and it's a fairly easy putt. But that was weird. The ball actually curved right and then curved back left without any slope, and it looked like it was going to go in. I was a little worried because it didn't look like there was a slope at all. So that was another hole I could have won, but misjudged a little bit again. Now we have 3 medals to win. So right now, either one of us could take a hole, and that could be just enough to win the rest of the match. you can strategy you could do here is you could win a hole and then play it safe the rest of the matches. And that way, you will end up with a tying out every hole until you win. Alright, I'm next to this tree. I have pretty even surface, 94, 95. Just a little bit off. So we're going to do this. And there we go. Alright, and I ended up a lot further on the left-hand side than I anticipated. My putt's going to be on a slope to the left, it looks like, but it's only 24 away, so it's not a huge deal. As long as Mario doesn't end up incredibly much closer, I should be fine. And he ends up a little closer, not a lot, but a little bit. Now I have to make this putt. And I don't give it full marks. It should still go in. Yeah. So I barely, well, it was pretty in, I guess. Alright, his putt's a little easier than mine, and it looks like he actually didn't put enough on it, but he might just barely, yep, he trickles in. So the computers, I notice a lot of the time, they do something a little different than me. They'll actually putt under and let the ball roll a little bit. I putt over, and I let the ball kind of get shoved in the hole. I mean, that's just what it is. That's how I deal with it. He keeps, I don't know why he does that. It's kind of aggravating. He can do that so accurately. Is he literally will shoot the ball on the outskirt of the rough, hit the rough, and then bounce onto fairway every single time. And I feel like if I was to try to do that, I would end up in the rough every time. It's kind of frustrating to see him do it so consistently. And let's see where he ends up. Okay, so he's really close, and I have to get just as close now, otherwise this could end the game. I'm going to do approach, I think, just because it's safer. Yep, and there I am. I'm closer than him now. I almost made it. If I had put a little more oomph on it, I'd have made it. His putt is completely easy. Straight putt, no slope, no nothing. And mine's a little sloped, but it's just as easy. So we tie up, and I think we have 2 now. Yep, so it's whoever, this hole is going to decide it. Whoever wins this hole is going to win the match, I'm going to say. Let's see where he ends up. I'm hoping he screws up, but nope, he ends up right in between the little piece of fairway you have to aim for. That's really hard to get most of the time. I'm going to try to aim a little bit more to the left and hope that it pulls me just enough over this spot of rough. Yep, I actually clear it completely. I've never cleared it that completely. And I have a decent setup. I think that tree might be a little bit in my way, but it's not the biggest deal. Now, if he doesn't make it, he did make it. This is my chance to win the game right here. Now, he did, even though he screwed up, he did end up hitting between the rough and rolling down, which may or may not be a good thing. This tree might be in my way. This damn tree. I'm going to just try to wing it and get over this tree. I think since Tiger shoots high enough, it's hard to see from this angle if he's going to shoot over. But it looks like it's going to go right over and then end up on... I think that'll do it. It's going to waver a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. Yep, right over the tree. And I end up on the fairway still, but close enough to the hole where I'll be able to finish up fairly soon. If he screws up his next shot, I'll just be able to finish up, and that'll be it. And he screws up on his next shot, too. So he's about as close as I am right now, but I'm also up a whole stroke is the deal. So if he makes this here, he's going to put pressure on me to make it sooner. But if he doesn't, then I can just putt it in and get this and get an easy win. So all I really need to do now is finish up. I have 2 whole strokes to beat him. So I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to do half. And I'm not even looking to make it here. I'm just looking to get closer. The eagle is not important. He's going to get a par, and I'm going to get a birdie. And there's my birdie, and now I'm up 1. I'm in an advantageous situation to win. All I have to do is tie twice. Now we're getting kind of a difficult hole. It's 19 miles an hour, going in a ridiculous way. I shoot very high, and I will lose control of the ball if I don't do this right. So I need to think hard on this decision on what I need to do here to tie it up, because there's a good chance the ball will fly over the hole, go into rough or bunker, and then he might get a better shot and set it up where we're tied up again. And that's not what I want here. So I'm going to try to anticipate that this is a short hole, that the wind is going to affect me, but it's not going to pull me completely to the left. And let's see what happens. And that's actually a pretty good shot. I end up in rough, but I can putt right outside of rough. Let's see what he does. He has more control than me, obviously. So he can afford to cut under and pull himself under the ball. And his shot is on green, but it's further away than mine. So there's a good chance we're going to tie out. You can putt out of rough, and I have done it on this hole before in previous videos. I'm going to try to do it again. I think I'm in deeper rough than I want to anticipate. Actually, I don't know if I should go for this or not. This is also a hard decision. I have to either decide on to putt and try to finish the game here and get a really lucky putt, or play it safe, play for the tie and a tie again in 2 holes and finish them off by tying them out. But I'm always really risky, so I'm risking it, and I'm going to do that. And okay, well, that doesn't hurt me. I almost made it. I didn't want to pull too hard and possibly miss that. He's going to putt. He misses as anticipated. Now we're going to tie out twice is what we're looking for. Unless the next hole is something really ridiculous that I'm not able to handle, like 21 miles an hour, I should be able to tie him out here. So we're tied on this hole, and that's going to put Dorme, which is you win in a draw. And he needs 2 to win. And Dorme, and it gets this epic music. And there's actually no wins right now, so this is really good for me. Alright. Alright, Mario thinks for a second. He's like, how can I make this comeback? Now, if he gets rough or he screws up at any way, shape, or form that's game, we'll tie out. That'll be it. So he gets semi-rough. It's a little bit what he doesn't want, but it's nothing too terrible. This is kind of a weird situation here. See, if I shoot here, there's a chance that the wind won't pull me far enough forward, and I'll just end up in the rough. And if I shoot high a little further up, there's a chance that the wind will pull me too far, and I'll end up over the hole, and I'll fuck up, and then he'll bring me into sudden death. So I need to think hard on what I want here. Alright, so I'm hoping that the wind, even though it's only 4 miles an hour, will pull me far enough to get over the rough. It's only slight rough, so there's a chance. Wow, alright, so I've won. Game's over. I've won. I made the right decision. I got pretty nervous there, but I made the right decision. And unless he makes this shot right here, which he had done on the last time we played, and he doesn't make it, so we're going to tie out, and I'm going to win. And that's it, guys. I beat Mario with Kid. It took a little bit of some effort. It took a while. It was a very close game still. You can look at our scorecard here. He actually, the beginning of the match, he 2-0'd me. And then I 2-0'd him. And then we tied. I got a point. He got a point. tied. He got a point, which brought him ahead, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep, brought him ahead. Then I got a point, and then we tied. I got a point. Tied. And last hole 16, I got a point. So that brought me ahead a good bit. And then we tied out the rest, and that was it. So as you can see, the match was very heated. It was very close for golf. I've been working on this match for quite some time now, and I played really well. I screwed up on 3 holes in a row where I could have taken them, and it was like really small things, really small stuff I should have been able to do. But the game's very accurate. It's very precise, and it's very unforgiving. So that's mostly why I've been losing to him. I feel is it's been unforgiving. But I'm not gonna make any Johns. He's been outplaying me lately. That's what's been happening. But I beat him finally with Kid, and I fulfilled Kid's destiny. So. But alright, thank you for watching. This is Fancy at the Playola channel. I know I've been getting angry lately with my videos trying to accomplish this goal, but we're here now. We finally made it this step of the way, and next step will be going towards another character and doing some of these hidden tournaments that I found out about. And I'll explain that further in my next couple videos. Alright, well, thanks for watching.